Hey guys, this is Kuddlesnot, and welcome to this episode of the apocalyptic 100% walkthrough of Darksiders. So here we go, we are about to get the crossblade. Fun, fun, fun. I love the crossblade, aka the boomerang. Anyway, yeah, so enjoy the crossblade. For some reason, doing that's not quite as satisfying as opening up a chest, but with big glowy insides. And there we go, Tenji Elemental Thief, which is just for getting the crossblade. Short and sweet. Alright. So now we have an interesting fight here, if I remember correctly. These things you can get just to get a couple souls out of, these like bone caskets, bone things. And oh, that's right, the Deathwing's back here. Yikes, I completely forgot this. Alright, so probably the most important thing about the crossblade, besides the locking on feature, is the charging feature. And certainly it helps, but and then as you upgrade it, it'll actually bounce in between enemies. And if the, especially when these big guys or big flying guys that get kind of annoying, it's very, very helpful. Also, as you will see right here, if it doesn't kill them instantly, it stays and it grinds on them, which is extremely helpful. And also, it stuns them and keeps them from coming after you, and actually it's a much more important strategy for the big guy that's coming up here. So, thanks guys for all your comments and suggestions, and I think this HD is here to stay. It does take a little while to convert. I think if I figure out, a more efficient way to do it, which I will. I was just, figuring out all the settings I need to do. It'll be a lot faster. And don't forget about my spreadsheet for my subscribers. If you're a subscriber, you can just send me a PM or channel comment with your email, and I will send you a spreadsheet which has all the information on all the videos, which means like what areas I'm in and stuff like that. And so if you go up to this guy, you'll get poisoned like you saw right there. But the crossblade, it does a little bit of damage, but it stuns him, which is the most important part. And if you want to charge it, stun him, and then get a couple hits in him, and then dash away, you should be good to go. When he's like that, that's his poison mode. You should not hit him when he's like that. And as you see, the crossblade takes that away. So see, and he's already dead. I think this is probably the most violent one. Isn't actually ripping out his head with his spine. It's like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of blood, but it's not as graphic. It's probably the most graphic death in the game, at least in my opinion. Well, one of the bosses is a little bit worse, but yeah. Anywho, an infamous switch. I wonder what we could do with that. First, let's grab this for good measure, and there we go. Let's lift the gate off of the door. Doom, 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 doom. Sorry, that gets me every time. Anyway, now with we can actually start getting into the intricate puzzles, which is what makes this game so Zelda-esque, as well as where it shines without a doubt. I love the puzzles in this game. Anyway, and as you can see, the statue is supposed to lift up, but it doesn't because it's got these bombs attached to it. So all you need to do is throw your crossblade, and then it'll trigger the. If it's a fiery bomb, there's a dormant and then a active bomb. If it's a active, all you have to do is hit the crossblade, and it will activate and explode like that. That's all you need to do. Then we head back over here, and here we go. Switch opens. Alright, so all you have to do is press down excuse me, on the right stick, and it will go into that third person kind of reticule crosshair sort of thing. And also, that's when you also can do the lock-ons too, which becomes a necessity later on here. And again, these are just active bombs, so all you have to do is hit one of them, and explosion of flavor into lava. And here's another one. Oh, that's right. Okay, these are dormant, even though you technically don't know what these are. But you can lock onto the torches, and then onto the dormant bombs, which will then activate and explode. So that is not, you know, Zelda-esque at all. Gale Boomerang blowing out torches here. You know, take them out, but whatever. Anyway. Alright, so we have 3, or maybe a couple more puzzles. Actually, yeah, a couple more puzzles to get 3 crystal blades that will then go into here, and then we'll have a little platform that go back up. So, where should we start? We'll start over here. Really doesn't matter what order. And again, in all the dungeons in this game, you can max out everything. You can get everything in the dungeon once you get the item for that dungeon. This is, you know, different. Or this is opposed to like having to backtrack when you get more weapons and items. But you only have to backtrack to the free roaming areas in the overworld rather than these underground dungeon sequences. So, which is nice. And we will get them before we battle Tiamat. Don't worry, Tiamat. This starts the spinning, but it cannot because of the gear that is stuck. So, first things first, we'll grab the artifact that's right over here. Artifact soldier. And then we want to cross these gears. And NERP bomb. Well, that's what I meant by dormant. And here they won't blow up. You need to trigger them somehow. Of course, depending, you know, on the particular puzzle, there's different ways to trigger them. Here, there happens to be a conveniently placed torch, and away goes the explosion. And it should. No, we have to go turn the lever again. And it should soon start turning. I forgot. Oh yeah, it's back over here. And hop on some gears. Here we go. Grab on right here, and nice little Prince of Persia wall run sort of deal. All right. Now we turn the big skull gear thing. And we should have some turning action, and we do. Alright. Now here is actually, I think, one of the more clever puzzles in the game, even though there's nothing really... Whoops. There's nothing really like this ever utilized again. And you make a little chain of explosions to the red, because, you know, all the crossplay does is trigger it, so you want to have the explosion spread out, and boom goes the dynamite. And there's another switch back here. And I think that's one of the more little clever little techniques that they can never use ever again. Which kind of disappoints me, but you know, the puzzles are overall excellent, as I've said many a time before. And I forgot what's over here, but we will get it anyway. And I'm not throwing. There we go. Yeah, let's use a crossblade to take out these pesky little dusk bastards. Alright. Get across before it turns, and we can. Nice. Alright. And then a torch bomb dealy. If I remember correctly, there's another switch. Yes. Alright. We'll take care of these Duskwings, and then that's about our time. So, next episode we will continue with the Twilight Cathedral and hit these 2 switches. Ho 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 ho. Fun, fun, fun. Alright. Thanks guys. Stay tuned.